that love is Colin Hayes. Colin, is this the song the world needs right now?
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, it was just I co-wrote it with a friend of mine who came around. He lives up the road from me, and he just came around with the music and said, love is everywhere. That's all I got. And we went from there. But I think we do need it, and it's a little hard to find sometimes, but it's still there if you look.
Something else that's everywhere right now is you. You're coming back to the land down under. What can we expect from a Colin Hayes solo show?
Well, I put it like this. If you go to a party, you know, you want to see some old friends, but you want to meet a few people that you've never met before. So it's a little bit like that, you know. I'll play songs that people know and then play songs that people don't know. And I tamper with the truth. And I try and amuse myself as well as, look, I make light of it. But basically, it's what sustained me for the last 30 years is playing to live audiences. And it's a beautiful job. I love it.
Colin, a Colin Hayes gig is not just about the music, though. You're also an awesome storyteller on stage as well. Are there times when you love telling stories as much as you love singing the songs?
Well, yes, if the story's going really well, and then if the story's not going so well, I think, oh, well, I'm glad I better just play a song.
I love so much of your music, but one of the things I love about it is your support for up-and-coming musicians. And I can't help but notice on the new album, Now and the Evermore, you've got a young upstart by the name of Ringo Starr on drums.
He's a bit of a comer, as they say. He's looking, he's attracting a lot of attention. For me, it's terribly exciting because for me, when I was growing up, there was the Beatles and then there was everybody else. So I just asked him and he said, yeah, send it over. And so to have Ringo Starr play on my song and for the first thing you hear on the whole record is an iconic drum fill by the great Ringo Starr is very, very exciting for me.
And when you work with somebody like Ringo Starr, even though you've been at this game a long time, you've written iconic songs, can you still learn something? Are you still learning stuff every time you go into the studio? Is Ringo learning stuff from you?
I hope so. I mean, he's great to play with because he has got this swing and he loves playing, he loves jamming, and he's very instinctive. He plays exactly what's required, you know, and you can't imagine those songs without those iconic drum fills that he played.
Colin, I can only imagine you geeked out on the Peter Jackson's Beatles documentary. Did you fanboy out and ask Ringo about it?
Yeah, he loved it as well. He really liked it. And the amazing thing, I mean, I could have watched 9 more hours of it. You know, it was incredible. Just to see them sitting there, the amazing thing is that there's nothing. And then all of a sudden, they come up with something like Get Back or Don't Let Me Down. And I was amazed because I thought to myself, oh, even if you're in the Beatles, it's tedious most of the time. And it's the same for them as it is with every other band you're in. It's tedium most of the time. Now all of a sudden you go, that's good. Let's do that, you know.
Cole, can we talk about Down Under for a sec? Thanks to producer Lude and his remix, the song is everywhere again and the kids love it. Is that really cool for you to see an all-new generation loving the song?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just, it's unbelievable. It's truly a phenomenon. And I love the song dearly. And it took 40 minutes to write, and it sustained me for the last 40 years. I mean, those 40 minutes, they determined the last 40 years of my life, which is an astonishing thing. You don't realize it. You work and you write songs for years and years and years. And, you know, we had quite a few songs that did well, but that one was monumental and did so well. And I was very touched and amazed that it had that effect, and it still has that effect.
Do you think that maybe you can give us the house remix live at one of the shows?
Well, I could do that. Yeah, I might do that, and then I might just close with that, and then just walk off. That would be a good dropping the mic moment.
Drop the mic. Well, Colin's new album, Now and the Evermore, is out now, and for all the info on his upcoming Australian tour, you can head to our website. Colin, it's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for the chat.
Okay, see you later.
He was smiling like a man that just figured out he could go home early from work.
Yeah, I know. We gotta work that out. But I love listening to Colin Hay. After 40 years, he's still so passionate about talking about it and creating it. He's a legend.
And the way his face lit up when he was talking about Ringo Starr.
Yes. Oh, why wouldn't it?
40 minutes to write an iconic song as
I know.
well. How long's the show for?
Yeah, I mostly sit on the couch 40 minutes.